Yes. Welcome to another session, another stream, another what they want to call podcasts here on the Chaos Range channel. I'm Chaos Range here. Tonight, I think this will be one, and hopefully, maybe I won't be discussing something like this in a long while until other information comes about this. And like most content, I put thought on what I'm going to talk about. And I think from finding more and a conclusion that I would say I have to conclude on all this. This is going to have to be a discussion. But before we begin, I'd like everybody to make sure that as you watching the replay or the actual live stream of this stream, to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe to the Chaos Range Show as well. The links to follow me are the following. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos Range 7. You could add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook, which I'm on right now. So I'm looking at my Facebook. I'm just checking any of listings to make sure everything's smooth. Also, you could also, follow me on Rumble, CRain23 at Rumble. As you know, I'm trying to grow the following over there, so I can start doing some little streams over there. Rumble brings in an avenue of discussion that, some things we can't have here on the YouTube side of things, unfortunately. But nonetheless, Rumble is a little bit more open for now. So like always, we take advantage of other platforms. So follow me on Rumble as well. I'll probably throw another video up there very soon, so be patient. Also, join the Discord service of the Chaos Range Show as well. If it's not in the description, one second, guys. All right. If it's not in the description, please be aware that I will put it in the description while the stream is going. So be patient. And I'm not sure what's going on. I see somebody right there. So join Discord service of the Chaos Range Show as well. Some things I posted on Discord a little bit. Discord is a little bit more open, so if anybody has any ideas or they want to interact on Discord, join Discord service. It is free, like most things at this time. So don't be a stranger. Join Discord. And what else I forgot? Oh, and last but not least, become a member of the Chaos Range Show as well. There's 2 tiers of membership. You pick which one you like. As you know, some more of the raunchier, more hardcore, top-notch content of the Chaos Range Show might be on the upper tier membership, but some content will be on the lower tier. It depends on what videos that you would like to see or cannot see through the public. So I would advise to pick both, but normally, like most consumers, usually they want to start from the more lower budget one. So, pick which one you feel is more suitable. Not saying there's not much content on the bigger budget, but for the more ones that, was just too hot and was too nice, those you got to be in the upper membership. So that's how it works. Let me see if I make sure all notifications are sent, because I always got to double check, me, before I begin this. What's this? I don't know who this is. Hold on, guys. Let me look at this. Yeah, that's crazy. But anywho, I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna give people another minute or two before I begin. And I'm noticing I'm an experiment with the AI tools lately. As you know, AI is something somewhat still new to me for the last almost 2 years now with ChatGPT and other outlets. I'm not saying they're not useful, but it sure is nice to use other things to, give majority content to those who that's content creators a little bit more life and context to what you do. I mean, I advise people to explore many outlets, especially if you're more of a person that's visual or you show yourself. It won't hurt to learn some other tools to, give more, context to your content. Spice up a little bit. You feel me? It will not hurt. And I think it shouldn't hurt to try different things. I mean, I have not really set a short consultation of how to go about doing content. I'll be honest with you. If you want to hit me up about advice, if you're gonna do this content creating, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I'm not gonna play around with y'all. For some fee, from my time, to be respectful. But overall, I'm not the person that in telling people what to do or give real advice unless you ask it. If I give it out in live air, is for the sake of my own heart to reinform you so you make the more conscious decision. I just helped a brother on one of these last live streams in regards to health and how to go about, directions of cleaning the body. And I think I'm hoping that maybe in the future streams he'll compensate me of my time, but who knows, But nonetheless, that's what I can provide for most people that do watch my channel. If they ask a question, I could probably give you an answer to be more direct and help you on your journey of what you're trying to accomplish to the best of my ability. And what's good, Snowman? Hope everything's good with you. So now I'm gonna look at my I'm gonna see if what's on my end before I begin. Hold on, where is it? I'm trying to find. Oh, okay. Let me go to my page so I could. Oh wow. All right, let me turn this down a little bit, guys. That's nothing. All right, so I'm gonna go on my page right now. Yeah, tell them to smash the like button, Snowman. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot. I will put the donation tab. I forgot. Sometimes when I do this, I forget to do that. But when you're in the moment, you have to go on with the broadcast. Like a better word. So let me put the donation tab and make sure. All right, we got some lights. So let me put my donation tab and let me refresh this. All right, so I can see my end. All right, good. I can see my end. Good. All right, good. All right, so all set. So to support the channel, and the goal for most channels moving forward is we're trying to achieve $50 more donation. That's a doable goal. So let's get, for those that's watching, please, whatever you can, through Super Chat or Cash App, your donations will be appreciated for the health and growth of the Chaos Marine Show as well. So let me put my Cash App there, and usually Cash App's running throughout the lower screen as you see scrolling. Hit the super. Or and that's $ chaos 8 rain. All right, there we go, and I'm gonna pin it. if you notice, Snowman, is not me that came up with this. Another person that does content, if you're familiar with any parts of the sector of YouTube, set of a target goal. This is not something that you could just say I'm gonna use for myself. You always, if you're a content creator, and let me say this for clarity for people that is gonna do content creation in the future. And like always, if you want more information of how to do this and what is the best effective way, just hit me up on my email. I'm gonna put my email and I'll do a short consultation. I mean, I do require somebody donate for this consultation if you guys can. I'm not a super expert, but what I have is very useful for future content creators to how to go about doing content creation here on YouTube. So I'll put the email. And Snowman, if like I said, I know you might be struggling money-wise, possibly, brother. But if you want to really have a better direction, I mean, hit me up. I'll guide you briefly on what to go about in regards to content creation. Now, what I'll charge a lot? Absolutely not. But you got to have some money on deck once the session is done to contribute to the information I will give or anybody else. So let me put my email right now. That's the email for those that want some guidance. And trust me, the people that I guided that's pretty much doing much better than my channel. Very few people, and I can't name all the content creators, but I've guided some content creators on how to go about properly. So I do know what I'm doing. And trust me, this is beyond me doing YouTube. This is from trial and error that I've done that has worked for me. How you go about it's going to be totally different. That's the disclaimer. All right, so we got everything on the board, and yeah, so we good. Make sure you hit the like button and share the stream. So now, all right, hold on. Let me make sure everything's good. I don't have no sluggish. All right, hold on. Gotta make sure my internet. Okay, everything's running good. Hold on. Let me make sure my internet's good. Because the internet's acting up, it's gonna. All right, let me see. Let me see if everything's good. Testing. Let me check. All right, okay, I hear myself. Good. All right. So let me delete this. So it gives some space. So everything runs smooth, because when you have too much stuff, it's gonna mess up the stream. Let me turn my light on. All right, tonight's subject, as you see the thumbnail, the stream's title, Roda Brick Lady Osman, you're a victim? Now, why did I title this, you're a victim? Because there is no victims in the 21st century when it comes to men and women, especially ladies. You are more of a participant in your own demise and your own decisions on your outcomes in life. And every decision you make is always going to affect your overall outcomes move forward during any stages of your own life. Most men know this, and you ladies are going to now know this now. When Kevin was alive, he tells you that you are responsible for your own actions, and the world does not owe you no understanding. And that is best well said. That he tells a lot of young men this, and men that's older than him or a decade younger than Kevin. And he tells a lot of you ladies this same thing. So, hold on, guys. Okay. So don't be fooled that you're going to escape accountability or any of the words above. So Rhoda, as you know, she is on the run, on the loose, avoiding what they call accountability, and is now seeking asylum, from what I'm hearing, through other black men, the same black men she said that takes bricks and bust aside her head, she's going back on her knees, and not in a good way. I would say more of in a sexual way, for forgiveness to that said black man in regards to repent and salvation. So like the white man will come and put handcuffs on her butt. And eventually, if he does put handcuffs on her, she will be sent back to her homeland, Somali. Where, if you notice, with most African nations, when women are rebellious, and this is just not me saying, this is an actual fact, I've seen videos of this, women are punished very harshly back in the so-called third world, alleged third world countries, like Africa, which is at times can be matriarchal, but mostly can be patriarchal more in their actions. And they do not tolerate bullshit. Like literally, they don't tolerate it. So, and mind you, she was bred and raised here in America, from what I'm hearing. And I don't know much of her background story. I don't really care at this point because I've been hearing about her too much for the last 5 months. Back when she really went, to be honest with you, really viral on the internet. When she shows her face blow up like a blowfish on the right side of her cheek, saying that someone took a heavy, large object and threw in her face and bust up her face. But come to find out, even the times when she was recorded in the hospital, which was questionable, and you're not supposed to do that, but it's not a question, to the time now, she up here have a, what they call a GoFundMe, where she's racking thousands upon thousands of dollars and taking a whole lot of simps money and a whole lot of black women's money. And in return, black people got fucked, including black women. Because it comes to find out, as we start 2024, and a very few news articles that popped me up right now, and I'm kidding you not, of they said that they are looking for Roda and said that she is going to be sent to jail, and the feds are looking for her because of her criminal activities. Yes, they're looking for her as we speak, and eventually they will find her, because once they find her, she's going to amends to her sins towards people, and including black people especially. But till then, she's on the run, and I'm trying to find, and I might have to look at some of these articles, because some of these articles are telling. Let me see what this one was. And one of the articles, as I found here, this is by Insider. And one person wrote here a picture, screenshot of her GoFundMe, which I'll share to y'all right now. And this is from the Business Insider. And so let me put it here and let me test this. See how effective this is. Oh, wait, no. This thing works. Let me show y'all this. All right, hold on. Where's my, okay, here's me. And what's up, Ingo Savage? Let's do a presentation so people get a glimpse of what we're talking about. Like right here, one of them is here. Woman raised $42,000 on GoFundMe, says she was a victim of a brick attack. Police alleged, and she lied. And it shows here what she was looking for. And like I said before, you see the image it shows here again, and I'm gonna repeat this. Anytime you find a woman like her or any, black person who said, and she puts label African American, which she's not. She is a Somali American. And hold on, let me make this. I'm going to zoom in so y'all can see this. I'm gonna scroll down so y'all can see this. Matter of fact, I can zoom in. Let me see. Where's my zoom? Okay, here it is. All right, we're going to zoom in so you guys get a good look at this. There we go. Perfect. Kira Davis has organized this fundraiser on behalf of Roda Osman. Another person, would she create an anonymous account because some people that were playing the game of the scheming or the scamming, they work. My good friend Rhoda was viciously attacked with a brick by a man. She refused to give her number. She was surrounded by outlookers, etc., etc. And it gone viral from Twitter, IG, and TikTok, especially TikTok, because that's where most black females are on right now. They're on Twitter, TikTok, where they could deal with their misandry and their nonsense on another platform, which is run by the Chinese or Asian people mostly, to dispel their bull crap and make some money off the misery of other black women. Oh yes. Oh yes. And if I click onto more, wait, hold on. Where's the article? Okay, there's no clicking here. So let me go and re-downsize it. All right. Yeah. So that's one of them. That's one of the articles. Are there more? Yes, there is. And I'm not going to go for all articles because I want to play video mostly, but I had to go for the article side of things first. Because I found the dude that was, I guess, the man that threw the brick on our face. Like, literally. And, I'll switch. I'm not really pressed. All right. So let me move this to the side and find another article. And I'm going to play the news article itself. So let's look at this. Let me check this one. And I'm going to look at some. And this is from the Mirror. And I like the Mirror. So let me look at the Mirror. Let's take a look at the Mirror. Ah, perfect. All right, so let's look at the Mirror site. And if y'all guys can't hear me or have any audio issues, make sure you let me know in the chat room. And like I said, support the channel, Super Chat, Cash App, whatever it is. The goal, as you tell here, $50. All right. Let's look. All right. It says about the Mirror. Woman who claimed she was attacked with brick has 30 grand GoFundMe canceled. And she has multiple GoFundMes. You know what I'm saying? She has multiple GoFundMes. And each one that she creates gets denied, gets dropped like a bad rabbit. Because one thing with GoFundMe, and I think what's going to happen moving forward, and it's probably she will be the one that's causing this, like most scammers. And trust me, there are non-black scammers. Let's not be fooled. But let's be honest. As way how the economy is going and how people are trying to get up on another person, they're going to put some serious strict regulations now since people are using these GoFundMe as a come up. Like literally, they're using it now as a come up. And that is not a good sign. Not at all. Can't use taxpayers' money or whatever to come up. What she's doing right now. All right, so I'm gonna. Okay, so let's look at this. Hold on, back up. I'm just checking. GoFundMe, which we already read. A university student who was accused by the police of pretending to be hit in the face with a brick and raised 30 to 40 grand through GoFundMe has said she was heartbroken after being called a liar. Roda Osman, 33 years of age, which she probably might turn 34 this year because I think she was born either in 1991 or 1990. Either or. She's in her 30s. She was attacked on September the 3rd, but she has been charged with felony theft by deception, an offense that could lead up to I thought they were going to give somebody 5 years of this. She's going to be doing a whole decade. And trust me. Let me make myself bigger. Trust me. If you do something that is a federal offense, they're not in the business of being so lenient, whether you're male or female, in regards you're going to do not the full time. You will do the max time when the feds get involved. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section at the end of this video if you get far to this point. But once you commit a federal offense, you don't get no parole. You do all the years, including if that's the crime, how much time they give you up front, you will do the 10 years. And after 10 years, you will be deported. Yes, you will, and you will be deported. Because she's not a natural citizen. And usually by the rules of how America goes in regards to citizenship, if you commit a criminal offense, 9/10 time, depending on the criminal offense you commit, and you have a history of doing criminal acts, which she has, because word on the street is, they said it's not the first time she did this in one state. She's been on the run from multiple states, from the land that I think she came here when she was a certain age, Minnesota, from last time I checked, which is a haven for Somali people, where she ran out of that to, I heard she was in Chicago one time, I heard maybe Tennessee, some other states, about a bunch of states, like four states, from what I could hear. To the last state she went to was Texas. Yeah. She's going to do time in jail. She's going to do the time jail and do all time. But let's keep going. The man in a dark car shows up as Osman's friend was in the front of Osman, got in the back with another man. The friend heard Osman yell, "Why you hit me?" at one of the guys, and there wasn't a fight before, and the friend said she didn't think Osman was actually hit with the brick. The accused man ran off quickly. Osman went living on Instagram while her friend told her to call the police. On September 19th, the police learned from Osman that they start at a O2 lounge and then went to Liquid Lounge. After leaving, Osman called an Uber but got into the wrong car, thinking it was her ride. If we want to believe that. And I see people in the chat room. I'm going to acknowledge y'all in a second. Make sure you hit the like button and share the stream. Osman first said the suspect hit her with a brick and named him as Olin Douglas. But then she said the attacker happened at Liquid Lounge soon after the police checked CCTV and spotted Douglas. Now, mind you, when any offense has happened, if the police have not been called right there on the spot, eventually, if she does go and files a report, which she did, like anything, they go back to the scene of the crime and they get all types of necessary information, i.e. evidence, to validate if she has an actual claim of the attack, which the Houston police, last time I checked, went and got the actual evidence. And they did their investigation, people. Let's keep it real. It didn't take them long to really come to the decision that this woman is a criminal. After doing a short period investigation, I gave them like If they did an investigation, I gave them no better than close to 2 months, starting in November up to January. Let's keep going. All right, that's it. The rest of this crap is all commercial stuff, which we don't care. All right, we're going to look at one more article. University of Texas PD. Not sure what this is. Matter of fact, let me see if I'm able to see this whole article. I doubt this will work, but hell, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to give this a shot. Okay. Okay, let's look at this now. I doubt they'll let me read this whole article. Okay. They won't give me that. All right, well. Oh, well. It comes with the territory. So we're not going to look at this article since we can't see it for so-called 3. It comes with the territory. So I don't really worry about it. So let me go back. Let me see if there are any other articles I could look at. Let me see if NBC News will talk about it. Yeah, it looks like NBC News will talk. All right, this will be the last article. I'm looking at NBC News. Now I'm going to run the videotapes because I don't want to stress this more than I need to. So let me go back. All right, good. All right, so let's look at this, guys. This is the final article, and then we're going to run the tape. And like always, you got to be patient for this one, baby. It's on we got. All right. Share screen. And as it shows here, as y'all can see, good. Alleged brick attack victim charged with theft after raising more than 40 grand, which really told us 42 grand. We can't speak about the other money she gotten outside GoFundMe, but that's another story. And it's by Michelle Garcia and Bellman. A woman who became known assault her with a brick outside Houston club was charged Wednesday with felony theft for the creation of a crowdfunding campaign in which people online donate more than 40 grand. Roda Osman, which we read already, charged of felony theft by deception, but has not been arrested as her whereabouts are currently unknown to authorities. In September, she posted on social media following an alleged altercation in front of a club saying that she was assaulted by a man who hit her with a brick after she turned down his advance. The post, which did not include footage of the alleged assault, went viral, launching debates online about whether her story was to be believed. According to the charges, documents that the Harris County District Attorney Office shared with NBC News, police responded to the incident in September. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months ago, which I was right. Osman said she was hit in the face with a brick by an unknown man because she would not share her phone number with him. Now, mind, she didn't really disclose who the man was until another content shared and had to force the information out her no good mouth, which is full of silicone, as you will recognize through the big lump in her face. Who was it? Mind you, she did say it was black men. Which, it's funny that she'll use black men because obviously she know who the target audience she wants a response, if you ladies don't know. Because if you mention, let's say, a white man, it's very rare black women is going to be in the business giving you money in the form of thousands and thousands of dollars for GoFundMe. But it was a black man, Oh yes, all day, every day. They go say, "Oh, I feel sorry for you, Queen. Here's this money. Oh, I'm hoping the police do the job and get this bastard. Please, here's my money." Or you hear other snares where it say, "Oh, that no good. I tell you, I hate black men. Look at them. This is what they do." You get a lot of women that just don't like your black ass, brothers. I think the hustle to get a leg up in society, just tell it on a black man. It works every time. I guarantee it will never fail you. Like I said, it will never fail you. Just tell it on a Negro. And if he's a black man, tell it on him. And you get all the support. You get the support from women that's already going outside the culture, underneath sucking down black men, possibly having their babies, which that also comes with the territory of sex. And eventually, maybe if they play cards right, they become another baby mama for other race of men, and they'll bring them back to the community so they can have the black man play the stepdaddy and raise the bastard child. Ain't that something, brothers? You let these women, have their fun, and eventually they're gonna shame you. So they say you better raise these little nigglets. But that's the cards you've been dealt with, unless you say I'm not playing this game. Let's continue. Okay, where was I? In September, she posted on social media following an alleged altercation in front of the club, saying that she was assaulted by a man who hit her with a brick after she turns down his advice. The post, which did not include footage of the alleged assault, went viral, launched debates online about whether her story was to be believed, which I did not believe that bullshit, and you shouldn't either. Oh, and Queens of Virtue, I see you. Welcome, my wonderful moderator. Can you please let people know to make sure to hit the like button, share the stream, and to donate the channel? The goal, like always, moving forward, $50 or more. I would appreciate it. It goes not only to what I'm trying to do, but other things. So please contribute to the channel. I would surely appreciate it. According to the charges document that the Harris County District Attorney Office shared with NBC News, police respond to the incident in September. Osman said she was hit in the face with a brick by an unknown man because she would not share her phone number with him. Osman also said that she got into a car that she thought was an Uber and that the driver tried to kidnap her. The report states, according to the document, she said the driver tried to hit her. Weeks later, the detective who wrote an affidavit for the district attorney office reviewed local surveillance footage of the moment leading up to the incident. In the video, Osman was spotted with a friend and a man she later identified as the person who hit her. They got into a car, though, together, and then exited the car. The detective said that the footage showed Osman slapped the man and then he hit her back with a water bottle in his hand. Okay. We think that what left the mark on her face, Keith Houston from the Harris County District Attorney Office told KPRC and NBC affiliates in Houston, but it was mutually combat, meaning that they had a scuffle. That means she started a scuffle. The man tried to restrain himself, and like most things, you can't restrain yourself for long. You're going to take your hands and give her the pimp slap of God, which way he gave it in the form of a bottle, a plastic bottle. Nonetheless, let's continue. According to the charges, documents, a friend who was with Osman the night of the incident told police that she did not believe Osman was hit with a brick. Let me make sure my volume's okay. I'm good. However, the initial social media posts about the incident led to fundraisers on GoFundMe, bringing more than 1,000 donations total at least 42 grand. The crowdfunding page has since been deactivated because of alleged criminal acts, which they started to discover. GoFundMe has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform and cooperates with law enforcement investigations of those accused of wrongful doing. A spokesperson for GoFundMe said in a statement to NBC News, the fundraiser has been removed from the platform. All donors have been refunded, and Roda Osman has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. Now, because she's banned, that means she's able to still create another one with a system of other black women, most likely, to in regards to the scam. I would say black men could be involved, but most likely when something like this happens, if you're not an ADOS man, most likely you will be victim of falling with her plan to scam majority American people, especially black people in America, mostly. Especially some that are ADOS and some that are not ADOS descent here in America, most likely. And according to the charges document, Osman previously created another GoFundMe page in 2020, claiming that she was assaulted by a private security guard in Minneapolis and suffered a black eye, facial contusions, and injury to her legs. A fundraiser for that incident requests an estimate of $5,000 to pay for Osman's medical bills, legal fees, and other costs. It is unclear whether she received money in response, and that GoFundMe campaign has been taken down. Well, I would say she probably did receive some money, but in regards to meeting the goal, no. And let me tell you why. Because YouTube is a platform, like many platforms, that most people that are content creators scour the internet to see what is really trending and what is being known out there. And the only time Rhoda Osman really started to catch traction when someone shared her content on YouTube. Yes. So really, anything she done after 2023 was not giving her the traction needed. She did not get the attention needed until September of 2023. So she kept trying again until she found something that works. And we should ask, and they asked Chaos, how is it possible that she was able to get the traction needed? The answer is simple. Like most people that's trying to blow up and get attention, you try other strategies that will be more effective and carry out, and pray to God it works, that you will go and the word to go viral. Like viral. Like every time you get in a hit after hit, people want to know who this person is. Hit you up in your inbox, hit you up on your social media. They want to know who you are, and they're going to look for you throughout the internet. And then, like most human beings by nature, we're going to share something. We're going to share something that is really eye worthy, where everybody should draw their attention to. Let's keep going. A friend who previously stays with Osman while living in Minneapolis said Osman claims were a lie and they wanted no part of it, according to the charges document. I actually have things going on in my life, Osman said in an Instagram post on Wednesday. According to the KPRC, I actually have real ways to making money. I don't have a GoFundMe for money. I actually can earn income because I actually educate and I actually am talented. Right, bitch. You're not talented. You're not smart. You're here to get social media fame. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, sweetie. If you're so educated, you should be able to work your job and take care and pay for your own bills. Educated people don't have to proclaim they're educated. You show they're educated about what you could do. If you're a black person today and you can't say you're strong, independent, and you even go as far as educated, by default, you're not educated, you're trained. And that's the honest truth. Continuing, NBC News reached out to Osman to view a text for comment, but did not hear back. Of course, not hear back because she's on the run. The minute she has conversation with you, the FBI, whatever alphabet corporation or affiliates or any person that is law enforcement will come find her and grab her up and put handcuffs and wrap behind her back where her BBL is and carry her off to the station. A spokesperson for Houston Police Department referred NBC News to the Harris County District Attorney for any further information on the matters, but requests that anybody that has any information of her whereabouts can contact either the Houston Police Department or the Harris County District Attorney Office. Okay now. That's it. No more articles. Not saying articles are cool, but like I said before, that's the information about her. And I'm not going to go any more further of any other articles because it'll just bog down the content. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And I see you, Lena. That's good. All right. So now, further ado, we're going to go through each video. Matter of fact, yeah, we're going to go through each video. And we're going to go through the man that is the one that was, I guess, responsible of throwing the brick in her face, or more like the water bottle. So we're going to start with this video here. Like always, fair use.
At the center of a viral video who claimed a man threw a brick at her head because she would not give him her phone number is now wanted by Houston police. This story got national attention after that woman live streamed what she claimed was the aftermath on Instagram and started a GoFundMe. Only KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is talking with the prosecutor on this case tonight. He joins us live near the Galleria with the latest. Bryce.
Daniela, Houston police got called to this street in September, and when they arrived, the woman seen in that viral video told them that an Uber driver threw a brick at her head and then tried to kidnap her. But tonight...
Oh, and please, guys, like always, as you watch us, likes are free. Hit the like button, please. Thank you.
She has become the focus of this criminal investigation because Houston police say the surveillance footage captured by cameras on this street doesn't match her story.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watched.
This video with more than 1 million likes on the Shade Room's Instagram page captured the moments after what appeared to be a brutal attack in West Houston.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
The woman is 33-year-old Roda Osman.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Seen here in tears in a hospital gown.
She told the detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No, that was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from...
Now, you see the surveillance video right here, they capture everything. And this is the problem with, and the danger if you're a black man today. If they have surveillance of any criminal you might engage in, and you're really innocent, and they're not using that, or you're unable to use that against you for, let's say, to relieve any charges, you're in trouble. I hope everybody knows that this is a police state. And I mean that literally, because you're being watched. There's not only satellites, but cameras everywhere now. There's nothing you can do or anything you will say or do where no entity, if you drop a pin, will notice. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
That early September morning show Osman hitting a man first.
So she's the one she was the aggressor.
She was the aggressor, yes.
And it was a water bottle that hit her, not a brick?
He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
According to court documents, she asked someone else to launch this GoFundMe for her recovery, raising more than $42,000. But as the story went viral, a blogger on TikTok called police, alerting them to this 2020 GoFundMe, which claimed a vicious assault by a security guard in Minneapolis.
Detective Thornton verified with Minneapolis police that there was no assault done at that time. It was completely fictional.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
The violence that I have suffered since September 3rd is just unbelievable. I can't even believe I'm here. They try to leave me for dead.
In an Instagram story posted Wednesday, Osman addressed those who have doubted her.
I actually have things going on in my life. I actually have real ways to make money. I don't have to get a GoFundMe for money. I actually can earn
Really? Like I said before, if you are so educated and you have things that make money, if you were really attacked, the person that comes to mind if people are educated, no matter of the criminal acts, if you're able to move and walk in your own merit, when you go to the authorities, when you go to the ambulance, and then eventually after the ambulance you go to authorities. I am very confused here. This is confusion at the end of the day, if you think about it. Smart people conduct and make quick moves to hopefully not only resolve the problems, but get justice. And it goes beyond if you're black. Any incident happen, you must take action immediately. This should be a lesson learned for not only some of the men, but also you ladies. Your silence is complacency, especially if there was real criminal acts done on you. I'm not the person that be so forgiving and you did not take action. The only time I could really say that, okay, you might have a point, is if you were, and it's going to be offensive, unless you lost a limb and you're unable to walk. Or something more drastic. Maybe I could probably have some sympathy, maybe. But as long as you're able-bodied, and you are alive, and you're conscious, go to the nearest hospital or authorities as soon as possible. Do not sit there and let it sit and just idle your time and eventually try to sit there and take action. By then, it will be too late. Let's continue. I'm an advocate for people taking action instead of staying in complacency.
Income because I'm actually educated and I actually am talented.
And tonight, a spokesperson for GoFundMe telling KPRC2 GoFundMe has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform. The fundraiser has been removed from the platform. All donors have been refunded, and Roda Osman has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. Osman did not respond when I reached out to her on Instagram this evening. Tonight, she is wanted here in Harris County on that theft charge. Anyone with information on her whereabouts can report that to Houston Police. We're live near the Galleria. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
All right, Bryce, thank you. Let's
All right. Get rid of that. Now, and like always, thank you for people that's turning into the building. You know, likes are free. Make sure you hit the like button. Oh, I see a lot of likes. Okay, good. Wonderful, wonderful. Let me just look, make sure everything's good. All right. All right. So now, I'm going to play the video of the man that was the one that hit Roda in the mouth. But they said a brick, all right? And I want you to pay attention closely of the man's body language, especially. You know. What's good, Auntie? I see you. I want you to pay attention to this man's body language and tell me if he gives off certain vibes. This is what I've noticed, and this is just me, guys. But anyhow, let us play this. This is it. All right, here we go, guys.
Hit me in my face because I would have given my number. And all y'all just watch. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick.
Out to me for his first interview.
This was a well thought of.
Now, this is the man. I want y'all to see closely. Y'all see this? This is the man that got hit in that hit Roda in the face, right? Now, when I first saw this, right? When I first saw this, not only I noticed the man's tone of voice, which is very questionable, but okay. But I'm looking at his body language. And he's giving off that Java Major vibe, if you know what I mean. Now, what I mean by this, if you notice with a lot of men, and men, you're going to get mad at this, but let's be honest. I mean, if I'm going to play the video, I'm going to pause and show you what I'm talking about. Let's keep going.
Of plan, a diabolical plan.
Olin Douglas is a father.
Before I continue, this is what I'm talking about. Now, the thing I do not want to see, this is just me. Why is you crossing legs? The only person I know that crosses the legs is a woman. Now, could this man give off, or could he be what they consider zesty? Or one of them, what they call those, they use the word for the alphabet community? Maybe. He's possibly giving off that vibes. Now, mind you, I heard him in another interview, and he admits he's not this. Which, okay, I will take his word for it. But when I look at him conduct himself on another interview on camera, it's saying and giving off a different persona. Now, why I'm saying this, because after you watch this, I'm going to really say some in how I view a Roda and who she really attracts, and you'll be surprised my response. So let's keep listening to the man's response of his take on the incident.
Father, son, and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Roda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
Now, mind you, the mask she wear is like the average mask that everybody's wearing. They're wearing those masks to cover so they don't catch, the thing, the alleged virus. That's the mask she was wearing. She was not wearing no so-called Arab Muslim mask. That little weird little handkerchief scarf they wear. She was wearing a regular what do you call it? Mask you cover your face so you don't get dust in your face. Keep that in mind. Oh, and please, guys, support the channel if you're watching. I know I have a few people watching now. Hit the super chat or cash app. I would truly appreciate it. As you know, the regular target goal is, what was the target goal? $50 or more for the content and for the better of the Kessler Show. Appreciate it. All right, let's keep listening.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
But says she was aggressive and very intense.
And if you see the face right here, this is some silicone. Because anything that was broken doesn't show this. Especially an object like a brick, if someone throw a brick in your face. And trust me, if people know how people throw things, if you throw rocks, stones at someone, you're going to leave marks that's going to result in blood, especially hit them in the right spot. When you hit somebody in the face, most definitely you're going to have some bleeding with a large object like a brick. That's why when I saw this, I'm looking and say, wait, where is the blood? Where is the tooth knocked out? Because if you get thrown and a brick hits you directly in your face, you're going to lose a few tubes. You might even get a swollen eye. Y'all know what the size of a brick looks like? If you match it near someone's face, it actually covers the whole face. If you're not careful. I'm just saying. Just saying. So, let's keep listening.
Intoxicated, they ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. So you got to get out.
Outside the car, Houston police say surveillance video then showed Osman slapping him in the face before he hit her back with what appears to be a plastic water bottle in hand.
You should never hit a woman in general, but I didn't want to hit her, actually. It was like she hit me and I just reacted.
According to court documents, the footage didn't match what Osman told police, that a male Uber driver threw a brick at her and tried to kidnap her, that she did her own investigation and was told that Douglas was the one who assaulted her. She's now charged with theft because prosecutors say she made it up and tried to profit from this GoFundMe that raised more than $42,000.
It's been a divide between, black men, black women, and it's been... It's really evil what she did.
If police...
Yeah, but you got to understand, brother, the divide was always here amongst black folks. The only thing, what we do now with the assistance of the media, and we do this ourselves, we actually fuel and give it more life with our own platforms, unfortunately, just to be honest. How you doing? I'm DOD. And what I'm going to do right now, as I'm going through, I will leave the call link now for those that come up because, I'm at the good portion of the stream and I'd like to hear men and women's opinions on what they saw. So the call line will be open now. All right, so let me keep playing this.
Didn't have this surveillance video, this evidence that basically clears you, what kind of situation do you think you would be in?
I would be that guy that hit a girl with a brick. I'm black. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested in 30 seconds from this going out.
Douglas says he...
And that's what comes to my mind, that if you were hit by some of a large object from a black man, if we want to go there, where is the police? But you, like I said, she did not give the identity or the actual name of the man, so that's why they didn't take much to go and find this person, especially if they were able to get the actual videotapes of who did it. He should have been locked up immediately. But from what I understand, this is me, guys. It's just me. They saw what happened, and that's why the police didn't really take action. That's my conclusion why they did not take action after seeing the actual videotape of her claim if she went to the police to file a report, and the attorney had to file affidavit. They looked for the information and they decided, now we're not going to even pursue it. That's why, matter of fact, I'm going to tell you my real conclusion on this. Let's keep going.
He's received death threats from complete strangers.
She's just manipulating people using their pain. And that should be the true crime here.
He hopes people online will be more conscious.
The internet is the internet. It's not real life all the time.
Hold on, guys. Oh, damn. All right. So now you're going to see what she really do with your money. And mind you, you think she has money from wherever her education background or wherever job she says she has or wherever school she's trying to finish, have the money to pay for that BBL? Absolutely not. But I'll tell you one thing, what she was doing with those thousands of dollars of black folks, mostly majority, money. Watch for yourself. She's in Jamaica. Yes. What you're seeing here is she's in Jamaica. She's in Jamaica with your money. That's what she's doing with your money. I'm not sure how recent this is, but this is like recent lately. Now, not saying she's still out the country, because she's back in the States. Mind you, she's back because she's doing videos right now from wherever account she's doing in response to other content creators that have really screwed up her hustle. Or better yet, fuck up the hustle. So this is her maybe a few months ago. I think this is before January. She went and traveled to Jamaica. Yeah. Keep that in mind. All right, I have somebody in the studio. Auntie, you there?
Yeah, that's me. What's up?
What's good? What's good, brother? What's good?
Shout out to Chaos Rain doing your thing. What's good, bro?
What's good? What's good? You know, I maintain managing, you know. So overall, what you see, even the man that threw the brick or threw the bottle, what about at her face?
Allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly, they didn't say he threw it. They said he had one in her hand during, you know what I'm saying, during their slight altercation or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, so overall,
but it doesn't mean he hit her with it. There's nothing. They said surveillance just shows that may have struck her or it may not have, but we don't know if he hit her with anything.
I mean, I look at this Auntie, she is actually a violent person, and the dude did we had due to, you know, protect and defend himself, you know. In regards to him throwing a big object at her, we all know that was bullshit, because we could look at the actual face and how she's able to function after getting thrown and hit by a large object. Because you know how we all know what a brick looks like. You get, if someone throws a brick directly face first in your face, it's going to leave damage, broken bones, tears, especially directly in your face.
We said that. We tried to say that before. even if, like I said, you know how it is. You got swellers. You got some people are just swellers like that. You can hit them real hard. They won't do nothing but swell up. Other people are bleeders. They bust open for anything. You know what I'm saying? We used to play ball with the motherfuckers. Like some people, you bow them in the eye, and they should swell up to the size of a grapefruit. Like, and then, you know what I'm saying? And other people, shit, you light tap them or whatever, just basic contact, and they just bust open and leak everywhere. Some people are like that, but you're talking about getting hit in your face with a brick. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Whether you a sweller or a bleeder, the x-ray is going to pretty much say everything, but there's going to be some, if you got hit in your face with a brick, you're going to have some swelling. I mean, you're going to have some bruising underneath that swelling. And you probably going to have some kind of break, fracture, crack, something like that. Something. I ain't no medical professional. I've seen people get hit in the face with blunt objects. I've seen people just fall too hard, whatever, bro. And you could like physically see the dent in their face. Like you can see a dent in their face with no swelling. You know what I'm saying? With no swelling. How the hell you get hit in the jaw with a brick and you ain't even like you just over here able to say words that start with W and you ain't in intense pain.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your whole jaw will end up sitting on your shoulder in some cases if you got hit hard enough with a brick.
Yeah.
You know, just from saying the wrong word. You know what I'm saying? You say the wrong word, that bitch just fall right off. You know what I'm saying? And be hanging. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I've seen different things, but this, she's clear. She like, I believe it looked like some kind of inflammation, you know, allergic reaction, infection, something. I don't think it's anything exterior that swelled her ass up like that.
Yeah.
I think that's where people are caught up, is because of you know what I'm saying, just because of the aesthetics. It's one thing for me to say I got hit by a brick in the face and I just look at you like normal, and then it's like, okay, you sure about that? Because you don't look like you got hit in the face with a brick. It's another thing to come with your face all effed up like hers, bro. You tend to believe somebody to come with their shit all swelled up, like hers was, and then they say that.
Yeah, and a lot of
I don't want to call everybody that donated to the woman stupid because they was misled.
And
they
was misled by their emotions. That's why
they was also misled by a woman's face all swelled the hell up. Like in ways that you ain't really seen it swelled up before, or somebody's face swelled up before. Most people haven't seen that in real life like that outside. You know what I'm saying? They haven't seen it outside of without movie makeup or Halloween makeup or some shit.
Yeah.
You ain't seen. So when somebody comes with their shit fucked up, I mean, what person wouldn't just believe them? Now, granted, now we learned our lesson. Like, hold up, question everything now. You know what I'm saying? Because damn, motherfucker went real hard on that shit. But think about it, dog. You know, if you just saw somebody on the street like that and they come up to you fucking crying, this dude just hit me with a brick, and they shit is swelled up like that.
Yeah.
What's gonna be your first reaction? Show me the brick. I don't believe you. What's about? Hey, you gonna call that motherfucker for help? Or you be like, who, where, who did what? You know, I mean, I'm just saying you're gonna have some reaction, but the first reaction probably isn't gonna be you're lying or I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Not when they're all swelled like that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, with me, because when I heard about it, and I like any person, I had to really sit back and think long and hard before I cover any material, because one thing is evident, and I've done this one time with the lady with the McDonald's and her children. Now I've reacted to that in short notes because I find it was really effed up, and I could really believe that scenario could be true, you know. But when I find that, you know, this chick did it for a bag, it was very disingenuous. And when I look at the internet now moving forward, and mind you, it's just me at the time, I have a different outlook now, that majority of content creators or people that's trying to be future content creators, they find any scenario, any story just to go viral. And not just viral, but go viral enough so they have an actual platform and a set audience right off the bat, without no actual work put into it. You just do something crazy and hope that someone shares it and it goes crazy for the whole world to see. And we do play the victim, and well, not we actually are the ones that put herself to be sharing content like this. I will not get the proponent to start sharing content like this. I'll sit back and see if it makes sense first and then go for it. I'm not saying I'm not concerned about the views or wanting to get the viral moments, but I have to really sit back and think long and hard. Because let's be honest, people that got in the artists, they got people. Here's a secret: we are creating the so-called alleged monsters so they could profit off our misery and our emotions. A whole lot of people saw this. A lot of people did videos on this. A lot of people did not retract some of the videos they did, which is another story. And they actually gave this woman a actual artist she was looking for. Because it's not the first time she tried this. She's deliberately doing this because she knows, and this is why I question the education part. They said, baby, you're so educated, you got everything covered. Why are you doing things to go viral?
I mean, nowadays, bro, they should have a class on it. I think social media influencing is probably going to be within the next 10 years. I believe it's going to become a course. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a course. It's
going to become a college course and a degree. Social media influencing and social media marketing and shit like that. Even though I think that shit may be a course now that they teach in some, you know what I'm saying, in some colleges and broadcasting schools and other shit. Don't quote me. But I mean, as long as you're able to put this shit down as an occupation, which you are, you know, social media influencer, like you are, you know what I'm saying? It has, you know what I'm saying? There are projections regarding earnings and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Once you can put it down as a profession, because a lot of people are, it's gonna happen. So I mean, I'm not gonna say that you're not educated just because you make your living after going viral on the internet, or you got viral videos on the internet. I'm not gonna say that because you got motherfuckers that are making millions of dollars a year, you know, doing, and they have a system to it. It's not, they didn't just have to bust themselves in their shit or mutilate themselves online or something just to go viral. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are doing it with either their area of expertise or just with their personality. Like that's what they do. You see it all the time. I mean, you see these people whose channels are dedicated to Marvel movies or Yu-Gi-Oh or some shit like that, and they make, you know what I'm saying, they make a living. You know what I'm saying? Just reporting on this shit every damn day or something. Some of them dedicated to horror movies, certain genres. Motherfuckers have made fucking a living off of just Lord of the Rings content and shit. You know? I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but this right here, this is, the currency is attention these days, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. So most of these people aren't doing this shit for money. They're doing this shit for attention because they I mean, nowadays attention is the currency.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? That's even why you got some people coming to fuck after me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pivot your topic too much, but they're like, oh shit, that's the difference. He's got attention and I don't. People are watching his channel and they're not watching mine. That's the problem. And little do they know, like, hell, bro, like what is that supposed to equate to? Money? Consistently? Like that shit doesn't equate to a YouTube check or any type of money, like guaranteed. Like real shit. It really fucking doesn't. Like you don't even understand what my accountant's able to write like YouTube money off of, not even just because it came in through YouTube, but the way that this shit is broken down with the damn analytics and how much of it goes through comes from donations. It's not consistent income. So, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not consistent income and I can't really count on it for anything. It's taxed differently. But most people don't understand that because they don't have a damn accountant. They just hire TurboTax and shit. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree. I agree with you. Let me show you the actual one that really.
Once you're living off donations, it's tough to make social media influence your profession.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you have to do a lot of things just to, if they're trying to make a buck, you're gonna have to do pretty much everything that really works, and not only you have to maximize what works and try to profit as much as possible. Let me show you this. This is the woman. For those that don't know, this is the actual woman that was persistent to keep at it while people were denying that this woman, Roda, was actually real.
I've never seen her. She's a cutie.
Her name is Miss Sulta.
I know.
Anthony. And yes,
that's not the Queen of Accountability.
This is Daphne Salter. You see her right here.
Yeah.
You see her? See her?
Yeah.
This is the woman that was responsible, and everybody knows what she is.
Podcast.
Everybody knows what she is in YouTube and other social medias. You know, I had to go too deep. You know, I like people to do their own homework, but you see the picture. This is her. This is the one that was responsible. Really was responsible. Everybody else after that, I don't know if you play a card or hand to really reveal the truth. I give you your kudos, but really truly, this is the woman that really invested not only the time but the audio recordings of talking to the Houston police to make sure that what she was doing was a criminal offense. So I'd like y'all to give a round of applause for Daphne right here. All right. I'm showing her because a lot of people not giving her credit. I mean, there are certain content creators right now, as we speak, personally, that if her name was mentioned, they immediately remove the comment in their comment section.
Yeah, I know. I do that.
Case in point, if you notice a lot of women that's holding black women accountable, you know which one that has roughly almost 300K subscribers. She's one of them, and this was evidence revealed by Daphne, and she did it on her own podcast, talking about that she gets words from other countries that's trying to hold alleged black women accountable, which is fine. Her friends that were Laura's subscribers or people that follow her be telling her about these other content creators that not only taking certain information, but they make it claim as there is, and it makes sense why they would do so. Even one that was so close to her that one had an interview with the same dude, which dude I'm talking about. Let me show y'all. Let me rewind back so I can tell you who I'm talking about. This man right here. This man right here. He probably is going to be interviewed by other people as we speak. So I think he's going to do probably a few more interviews and then he's going to stop doing it. But a lot of content creators are reaching out to him right now so they can get a piece of the action since they know who it was, so that way they can get a viral moment and get their page popping. And it goes back to what you said, Auntie, which I agree, and I said this before. Every person right now, if you're not paying attention, people are looking for ways to go viral and get so-called social media famous. That's the name of the game. A lot of people are not really in or real about this. They look for something that's trending and hope to go viral so they can get their page popping. Because the more attention, the possibility they get more money. That's how this game is going to be played. For those not understanding. So keep in mind, wherever you see that the person that was more dedicated doing this, the woman you saw I put in the screen, that's the woman. You get me? And she's in her late 30s too. So, you know, not saying she's older or young one, but she's a woman that, you know, is in the profession, and she is educated as well. And she used her education very good and very well for the community. I can't speak for Roda. Roda says she is getting an education or probably trying to finish school. Last time I checked, she didn't really finish the degree she's in right now, and doubt she's going to ever finish it because, you know, she got these criminal charges. Maybe she'll be able to finish it in prison if they have a program for it, for her to get her finish her degree. I think she's trying to get either a master's or doctorate. I'm not sure what she's trying to get, but she ain't gonna get in a regular university now. After this broke out, not saying school will still take her in, but we all know the reputation when you're doing criminal acts. It's not a good look that you're representation of that university. It's not a good look. Yeah. It's not a good look at all. Yeah. It's not a good look for a man, and it's definitely not good for a woman like her that's playing, you know, and taking not only the resource of Black people in America, but using the moniker just to come up. It is what it is. You know? Anything else, Auntie?
No, I know I did want to talk about old boy and his body language.
Yes, if you notice, let me wind the tape a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can.
I mean, look, I saw it, and I'm gonna send you something because that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of different men or types of men that that will you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That will cross their legs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. Yeah.
It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this was the vibe I got. And mind you, Daphne did interview the brother on her podcast, so he already admitted that he's not none of those type of people. So I'll take his word for it for now. I mean, I only get by the perception what I see through this little video. And like I said, this is just me. I mean, everybody else have their own perception. This is what I gotten off by the language. But like I said, there are men, as we know, are doing this. I have my opinions on it, but it is what it is.
No, like especially like if you're interviewing for a job or a position or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It can come off as like where you project a certain level of energy. You know what I'm saying? You project a certain level of energy, but you still don't, like, as far as your body language is not when you cross your legs, it's not overwhelming. It still allows folks to feel comfortable around you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's as simple as how you sit. You know what I'm saying? How you sit, whether or not you actually use the arms of the chair that you're sitting in, if the chair even has arms, or whether or not you just put your elbows on the damn arms and keep your hands on, you know what I'm saying, like in your lap. You keep your hands in your lap, whether you know what I'm saying, you touch them together, or just keep, you know what I'm saying, each of your hands on each one of the arms of the chair as opposed to your elbows. It can project certain things. So it can project strength without being threatening, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's what his look would equate to when you're talking.
So it's more non-threatening. That's why he.
Any
man does in general. It's supposed to pose that you're more accepting, and it does give off that persona that this is.
But I know. I heard a lot of people say it's because his legs are crossed. I don't think that's an effeminate way of like. That's not an effeminate sit. You know what I'm saying? Way of sitting. There are different ways, but that's not it. That's just a man that sits with his legs crossed from time to time.
Well, if he's giving off a non-threatening pose, then okay.
That's what it is. It's supposed to come off as somewhat insecure and lack of dominance. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the initial thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's not effeminate. You know what I'm saying? At least doesn't mean the dude's not an effeminate male. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that. But just you can't really assess that just by his the way he's sitting right there.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Auntie, good that you bring your insight. It gives me enough perception to really understand for what I'm seeing here. That makes a lot of sense. Because as you know, we being interviewed by mostly people that are non-black, you want to give the impression that you're non-threatening and accepting, which makes sense, because the persona about black men in American society that they portray us.
Well, I mean, even when he gives the interview, he kind of explains it just pretty much like his thoughts, which would explain why he would sit like that. Where he would try to sit in a way that comes off as insecure. You know what I'm saying? Insecure, but also at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't want to be too threatening. Like, just like he's saying, look, I'm a black man and they see me as whatever off rip. So he's being interviewed by, in his mind, he knows this is going to be at least national coverage. So he's interviewing for the world. He knows, you know what I'm saying, 1 million people about to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? He knows the power of social media, what people say and what people don't and everything else. So it looks like he doesn't want to come off as domineering or what's the term? Just aggressive. He doesn't want to, but at the same time, he kind of feels like he's in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got to defend himself.
Let's be clear. He probably is in a fight for his own life. If we want to go.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like he still feels as though he's got to defend himself. So that's why he would want to, you know what I'm saying, sit in a, like what's considered stern, but still non-threatening.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like stern in control, but not non-threatening.
Non-threatening. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like if you were speaking to somebody that was trying to, like, let's say for example, if you were sitting with a Kevin Samuels or something like that, you know what I'm saying, and he was coaching you on ways to interview for a position as far as image consulting or something like that. That would be one of the options for how you might want to sit right there, like he is.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
For something like that, because just like they say, you don't want to outshine your future potential boss. You know what I'm saying, and make them feel like you're, you know what I'm saying, like you're just bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to make them feel like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to come off as bigger than them in a room because it can be intimidating. You don't want to, but you also don't want to come off like a weakling that can't do the job.
Yeah, you got
you still want to come off like you're the best man for the job, but you don't want to make it seem like you're the best man in the room. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, that makes a whole lot of sense. You know, I'm not about that. You know, and like
so it's stern. It doesn't omit of like him being effeminate. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't really omit too much confidence. It just, like I say, it's stern, it's solid, it's calm, it's collected. You know what I'm saying? And it's still like non-threatening. Like I'm not a threat here.
Not a threat. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like I said, most people don't even know they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just human nature. It's just a book of tales, dog. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, this is very informative, man. I appreciate your insight. Auntie, this is a learning experience. For me, you know, I mean, I get more understanding of.
And don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that the only way that you can get a damn interview is just go in there and cross your legs. That's not the case.
We're aware of that. We're aware, but you know,
what I'm saying?
like always, you got to play the game so you can get the really adequate outcomes, the best outcomes. So
I can understand, you know what I'm saying, because I've gotten that too. Like, because sometimes just naturally, you know what I'm saying, I'll cross my legs when I sit. Sometimes it'll be like the ankle on the other knee, you know what I'm saying, where it's a light, you know what I'm saying, masculine cross. And then other times it'll be a little similar to his. Now, where that comes from, that's actually a learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's learned. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up, I used to watch that movie The Godfather a lot. Like a lot. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. And I used to always see Al Pacino's character, Michael Corleone. Every time he would sit down in the movie, he would sit in that chair and cross his legs. Every time. Just like,
you know,
that wasn't an effeminate look. That was the look of dominance.
Well, you know, I have not watched The Godfather. I always said to myself,
you know what I'm saying? But like we tend to do that, just like we'll as men, boys, you know what I'm saying, we tend to sit like our fathers did. You know what I'm saying? Our fathers did, or how anybody else that we may have looked up to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So just what was you saying though? My bad.
No, I did wrote down that I was going to eventually watch the Godfather series. That's what few mafia movies I've watched. I remember watching Goodfellas and these other mafia movies, but I never did watch Godfather. I will make the conscious effort to watch it, examine it, because it is an acclaimed film itself, and a lot of people, you know, got certain takes and learned certain things from the Godfather series. So, you know, whatever we see,
like I say, it's just a movie and it's the dude playing a character. But if you just check out some of the, you don't have to watch the whole movie. You just check out some of the scenes. And for the most part, every time, you know what I'm saying, Al Pacino's character will walk into a room, pretty much with the exception of the third one, and sit down and pretty much put the fear of God in everybody else in the fucking room. He really wouldn't say much of shit. He would sit down, you know what I'm saying? He would sit in that chair and he would cross his legs but spread his arms as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You got to kind of spread your arms when you cross your legs, or else it looks pretty effeminate. Women usually will not do that. That's the effeminate look of, it's not just crossing your legs. It's about that women will usually cross their arms and their legs.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Usually. That's the effeminate look, but you know, it's like I say, to each his own. I'm just saying that alone doesn't make you you know what I'm saying, an effeminate male.
Okay, Auntie. Okay, all right. You made your point and made it very well, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let me see
but like I said, in some cases it can't just. But I'm just saying, all that proves is that you know, that you really can't tell by that. Okay. So I know I probably spark up a lot of shit. People, so it's not effeminate for men to cross their legs. I mean, it might not always be appropriate. You know what I'm saying? It might not always be appropriate. But then, you know, to each his own. It's just a way about doing it.
Okay. All right.
Shout out to the Buffalo Bills that have been managing to choke shit up since the damn 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they I think. Well, I'm not for a person. I'm not gonna go there. But I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I think I covered certain points. Unless you have any closing remarks,
Yeah, no, I'm about to dip. I don't know what you think about the chick and how likely her charges are to stick. I really don't think they're going to stick. I would hope that they do, but I don't think they're going to stick.
Well, I said earlier in the broadcast, she went out and go search for a particular black man. I think he's either a Black Panther or Nation of Islam. I forgot his name. What his name was again? But it's ironic for a few black women. She's no exception to the rule. When things get tough and rough, she goes search for a black man for salvation. In regards, she might do some time in jail, but in the back burner, she used black men to come up. So what can you do as a black man?
I mean, that's the thing about it. Look, there's nothing wrong with using people to come up.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. People are supposed to be beneficial to each other. Mm-hmm. That's what it is to be part of a community. But what the fuck are you lying on people for? Why is that okay?
Yeah, why is that about the lie? I don't like the lie. Yeah.
All right, and I'm going to tell you the main reason why it's okay to lie. The reason why it's okay to lie is because people know that more people would want to believe a liar in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to ask you, is that true? Nobody's going to really listen to this dude if he says he didn't do it or whatever the case may be. People know that there's more money in that. You know what I'm saying? There's just more money in being the victim and taking advantage of that shit. So that's why I say, I'm like, that's not even, I mean, yeah, it's a knock on scammers, but there's always, scammers ain't going away. Scammers are not going away. You put her in jail, it's about to be another scammer coming up. That's what I mean. There ain't no new scams. There's going to be another scammer. There's going to be another grifter. As long as people are able to go live on social media, there's going to be some new grift, some new scam. As long as people are able to DM each other, there's going to be some grift or scam. My issue is this: at some point, you're going to have to get on the general public and the people that allow folks to perpetuate this shit, because they may have a voice, but y'all give them a platform by believing this shit. By believing it, donating to it, and even pushing that shit in algorithms, even afterwards. Like, that's the only thing you should be pushing right now, is this chick being fucking arrested. This chick getting exposed. If anything, remind everybody that you can't get away with this shit. Because just like I say, scammers are going to be there. And I get it. They're also always going to be fools that are sympathetic. I'm not going to tell people not to be sympathetic, because this could have been real and you would have felt bad, you know what I'm saying, if you didn't believe that person, just to come to find out it was true. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been real. So I'm not going to tell people to, hey, hold your sympathy now. Hold your sympathy now. Because, you know what I'm saying, there are some people that may deserve or be entitled to your sympathy off rip. You know? So you can still be the type of person that you are. But please, don't be a damn idiot. Don't be. Don't be at all. There are a lot of folks that are still arguing for this chick. Not because of what, even after they found out what she did, you know what I'm saying, or didn't do. You know what I'm saying? When they found that out, you know what I'm saying, they're like, hold up. Y'all don't have a right to just come into her comment box. You don't have a right to just spam the comments. This is an attack on black women. You don't want to believe black women. Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yo, come on. And just like they tried to with Juicy Smollett, just like they tried to with Carly Russell. And the list goes on and on. They want to tell you, you got an issue with black women. Oh, you're a coon. You're a traitor to your race. This is that. Nah, man. Nah. I just know BS when I see it. You know what I'm saying? I know BS when I see it. This doesn't make sense there. Something's not right about this. And you got people we just hear about that because it was high profile. You got people in these very spaces that do the same shit. Yeah. That do the same shit, that just spew a lie enough times and loud enough to the point where a bunch of people believe it. And then when a bunch of people believe it in this space, it might as well be true. Ain't nobody gonna go to the other source and say, well, what happened? I question this, I question that. Somebody answer this. Nah. Oh, well, you said that. Cool. Must be true. Cool. And now that you said that to me, him, and her, shit, let's all 4 of us or 5 of us say that same thing elsewhere. And then you got 100 people regurgitating and spewing that shit. And nobody wants to hear the truth or what actually happened, because this is way more interesting. the rumor we've concocted is way more interesting than the actual truth.
Mm-hmm.
And like, who needs the truth when you got the tea?
Okay. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna let somebody else up. Antique some of the back right now. Some messages.
Yeah, I see.
All right.
Yeah.
All right then. All right. Well, like I said, thank you for coming up. Like I said, more discussion like this gonna be more.
I'm gonna just say this much right here. And this is just my advice. If somebody try to come up here and talk about me, don't let them derail your show. But have a nice day, dog.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Take care.
Yeah. Salute, man.
Yeah. What's good, D-Darrell? What's good, D-Darrell? The links in the chat room come up if you can, D-Darrell. If you can, just give me a few minutes of your time, D-Darrell, please. All right, Hustler Muscler. What's good?
Nothing much. What's up, Chaos?
I'm good. I'm all is well. All is well, Yeah, I think you're tuning late. I'm not gonna recap what was discussed because I did like almost close to an hour.
Well, no need, because this is pretty much a hot topic. All I can say is it's about freaking time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, damn, she's been doing this for 3 whole years, and they just now catch it up to her. Well, all I can say is, better than never. I rather believe the rumors because, hey, there's more attention to it. There's probably more money in. They'd rather believe a lie than the whole damn truth. They got incident. Shaking all the tax.
Wait, Hustler, stop. Hustler, stop. Your audio is cracking up too much. I want to make sure. Yeah, it's cracking. You're going to have to repeat that whole sentence because it was breaking on my end. If it's breaking my end, it's going to break up in YouTube. So, repeat the sentence again.
I can't explain that. Can you hear me now?
I hear you good now. It's not breaking up. I don't know why I did that, but yeah.
All right. I was just saying they got evidence that she faked the brick incident, evidence that she orchestrated all them other things or whatever, attacking people for no apparent reason and committed fraud with all the GoFundMe. They had to ban her from that. And I'm guessing they're gonna enforce more restrictions as far as who can use GoFundMe, thanks to her happy ass. But it is what it is. She finally got caught.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are they going to give her the full sentence, the full extent of the law? Probably not, because she's a female. No telling what problem she's going through, and they don't want to, aggravate the situation by giving her full sentence. But she deserves every bit of it. I mean, come on, this is someone who chose not to get help for her trauma, instead go around here playing victim all the damn time. So she deserves whatever she gets, whether it be the max or not. She deserves it.
Well, my thing is this: it's federal, so most likely if it's federal, and the charges, if they do get her and put her in handcuffs, she's looking at 10 straight years, and most likely if it's federal, that's 10 hard years, and I don't see no parole if it's federal. I could be wrong, regardless if it's a man or woman, because how the government works, they take federal offense very seriously. You get me, especially when it comes to money. And if you're using a third party like GoFundMe to fund, of any, I guess, injuries you suffer and the money you get, and behind closed doors, you're not using the money, first of all, when you set up a GoFundMe, the purpose is you're in need, like real need. And the money you're going to accumulate is supposed to get you by no better than roughly 6 months on the average, not a whole year. She got 40 grand. That means if she's renting, depending if she lives in Houston, that covers her whole year's rent. And the extra maybe 30 or maybe $27,000 more, that's for the other expenses. And if you know the video I showed earlier up here, that this is what she done with your money in Jamaica. And this was like probably last year, like maybe months of last year, early, She's back in the States, mind you. You get me? And she's on the run.
Yep.
And she's seeking black men, like some men I heard is either a Black Panther or Nation of Islam, for salvation and help, so that way she does not get the full maximum sentencing or treatment of these white folks once they get their grips on her and put her behind bars. So, and Like I said, everybody uses everybody, and I get it. But like I said, she don't get no sympathy from me. I mean, most black people that knew this was a game called it out the way they should have called it out. And there's some people that just believe it because they just see her face and say, it's possible. And I said, no, it's not possible. Now, if it was a white man did this, we wouldn't be having this conversation personally. Matter of fact, if it was white man, she would not got so far getting the money she get personally, in my opinion. Because no one's going to fund no money if a Caucasoid attack you. First thing, when it comes to black folks, if white men did it to you, they're going to say what you did, what's happened. They want to know all details before they sit there and criminalize this non-fictional character. We didn't know about this man right here. You seen a picture or a video right here until after it was all said and done. And this was just recent, like a week ago. So it tells you, as long as when it's dealing with our community, and they don't have to be ADOS, they could be not FDA, they could be from either Africa, Caribbean, or even Europe, and they're black, or even consider South America or any other part of the world, and they label sub black. If they are caught in a case where it could be found that it's a black on black issue, black on black violence, they're always gonna blame who did it, which man did it. They're not always gonna conclude say who really did. Was it a man, a woman, or they don't ask questions. All the person has to do that, the victim, or like to say, if you are you really a victim, that is a man, that's all the ammunition needed. Oh, I told you these ain't shit. They doing this, they attack black women, all this, while they still go around and get hurt by other groups of men and stay silent. Get the fuck out of here. I don't have no respect at this point, hustler. To let them know that I didn't believe this, and now it's evident it was bullshit. No content creator today. They're gonna take it back. Hell, some of the women not gonna take it back. And they're the ones that really gave the push for this chick to get the eyeballs needed to grow her little struggling following on other social media outlets.
Well, hot damn.
It's looking hard to get viral. It ain't joke. It ain't no joke, brother. You gonna do what's necessary. That means if you're gonna slap yourself in the face, injure yourself, and then make lie, and whatever it takes, they will do it. And in the case of Roda, she did what was necessary to get the eyeballs necessary on her page, and even go as far as get money in return for the bullshit lie. That's the world we live in today. You tell a lie good enough, you'll get far. You'll get far.
Yeah.
And
they say you push a lie. If you push a lie constantly, eventually people will start believing it.
Yeah. And a lot of black people, especially men and a lot of women, believed it. That's why when I hear people say there should be an apology, I say, hell no, you're not getting an apology from this fucking community. They sure as hell want black men apologize before their black ass apologize. And I say, absolutely not. When you start taking more accountability, we can have this conversation personally. I'm going to question everything. If you're an intelligent person that uses common sense, you need to start questioning everything that moves forward. You should not give no credence or say that this is factual. If it's not, if you get a feeling that there's some bullshit being played, you better follow your inclinations, your gut feeling. Don't jump because someone said jump. I don't jump. I will wait and see the outcome before I decide to jump. I will tell people many times, fuck the views. Fuck the views, because no matter how this channel goes, it does not help or grow the Chaos Rain channel, me jumping on a given notice when it comes to us as people. If it comes to us people, I'm going to sit back and wait first thing, personally, if I react. Now, what I'll do is for every scenario, maybe, and I said maybe. But overall, when it comes to the black on black violence piece, in regards to, black people, black women, black men engaged in moral combat with each other, I'm going to have to sit back very closely on this one. Because it's become too common now, hustler. This has become too common where a lot of people are just looking for anything to get a quick clickbait. And what you see up here in the picture of the man that did it to the woman that is not going to do time in jail, it speaks for itself. So Any last words?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to dip up out here. I got to get back to work, but I just wanted to say, this Tuesday now, I think I'm gonna do my own. I'm gonna do my own take on this whole thing. Yeah, Tuesday night I'm gonna do my own show talking about not only Roda Usman, but at the same time I'm gonna talk about Carly Russell as well. And you seen the movie Menace to Society, right? You remember that old movie?
I remember all the old movies. The one that's
See,
made by.
so well, that's
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna call my show, Menace to Society, with Carly Russell and Rhoda Osman as the headliners, because that's what they are, menaces to society.
Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. Oh, guys, if y'all watch, please donate and support the channel. I'm still trying to reach the goal before I wrap up. I mean, most likely, I'm not sure we're going to achieve that, but
Like, comment, subscribe to both of us.
Usually, super chat and what they call it, cash app will be appreciated. Mostly, I will really more appreciate that more. But all right, Hustler. Thank you.
Take care.
Yep. All right, guys. I remove this. In concluding all this, if once they catch her, she will do her time in jail, most likely. And like I said before, GoFundMe might change their policies if they're not doing so already. And it's not because of what the actual few black women have done, user or any black person or any person that's abusing these platforms to get a quick buck, but it's sending a message that if you're struggling, you're down and out, you better start doing some things that is legal. And you better start thinking of A, B, and C, or D fast. If you're going to think you're going to put yourself in a bind if things go south, especially if you're living in certain states across the United States. You're living up north, and like I said, you don't get no work, or you're struggling, and you might be evicted. You better hope to start exercise your options and use other plans to, how can I say, avoid this. And this applies for not only the ladies, but also you men. And one other thing I did want to say, now it came to my mind. Most likely with Rhoda, if she's not exploring this, which most black women, or just women generally, kind of want to just label on black women, but just in general, most women, this is the reason why a lot of women go to OnlyFans and create an OnlyFans. It's because it's easy. As you know, she has a fake butt. Yes. And with this fake butt, you know, she's going to get some sucker, some simp that's going to pay and lavish her with a few dollars here and there as a subscription to see her twerk and bounce that fake silicone, wherever backside, and pop her thing for the you know, gram, or for the OnlyFans, you know. And in return, she'll get reward with credit card and paper money to fund her so-called mental disorder, which I would say is more than mental disorder. She's a sick, crazy chick that has been fully westernized here in America in the feminist way. She said that women are the protectors and give her life and all this stuff. And it lets you know, saying, you know, she's a woman like certain Western women that has this ideology. They are engaged in perverse acts, most likely of licky acts, eating pussy and all that stuff, you know. And she advocates it hard, right? Yes. And doing so, in return, she is rewarded by the ladies, the lovely ladies, in regards funding her so-called fake lifestyle. You know, getting necessary surgery done on her body, and even go on trips. And don't let me get started if she's traveling to Dubai, because we all know what happens to ladies when they go to Dubai. They get the poo-poo. The poo-poo. Yeah. Anywho. So obviously I could see after she serves her time or do what's, you know, to amends for her sins, she is going to create the OnlyFans. I could see that in the future. And she is going to entertain you fellas that are simps, if I like to say that, you're going to give her the money necessary to fund her next adventure. And she's going to entertain with other ladies. I definitely see she's going to continue slapping men in the face, including non-black men, and be twerking on the lovely ladies, in a sexual fashion. So I'll leave it at that. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Chaos Rain Show. Thank you. The links to follow me are given in the description, and I'll recite them. You can follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. Add me a friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. Join my Discord service. Follow me on Rumble. Yes, I'm on Rumble. Correct. And become a member of the Chaos Rain Show as well. The links are in the description of this video. Please, on your way in, on your way out, give this video a like and leave a comment on your thoughts and feelings on what has been said today's stream. If I got it right or got it wrong. Hell, you can cuss me out in the comment section, but be respectful if you can. That's pretty much it. Thank you for listening to today's stream. Until next time. And like always, my good friend Kevin Samuels said it best.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Let it chaos! Rain!